Okay, it is another day working on the bike. Today is going to be about seeing if we can't pull out any of these dents on the tank. This whole side, one big dent here, one big dent here, a couple of smaller ones. This side looks pretty solid overall, probably won't mess with it at all. But yeah, if we can pull this out a little bit, flatten a couple of these ridges, pull this guy out, and these two, then it'll be a whole lot easier to paint this and make it look pretty. No idea how this is going to go. It's probably going to pull right off and I'm going to be irritated. Oh, that actually, damn, that actually did something. I must admit, that started it. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, big pop there. Oh yeah, that put it right back into, that's primo, that's perfect. Oh, rounded off and everything. Okay, here we go, another one. Oh yeah, that's close. Just this. Oh, here we go. Yeah, buddy. Oh, that looks really good. Holy cow, this dent's almost gone. Okay. Oh yeah, come on. Nice. I'm gonna go a little more. Yep, there we go. Exactly what I needed. Perfect. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, guys, I'm gonna catch up with you in a little bit. I'm gonna keep working through this, but you don't need to watch all this. I mean, the tank definitely went from being unusable to now, if I paint it, it's still gonna look pretty decent, which is really all I needed. Didn't need it to look perfect. Never expected it to look perfect. Okay guys, so here's what we got after working that through a good bit. We're gonna do some more on it. There's obviously two main points of concern remaining, but we were even able to get a couple off the top. This was completely flattened, so now it's actually got a quite nice round profile. I am very happy with how that turned out, so yeah, I'm gonna work a little bit more on trying to get those two spots that you can see where the little ridges are, but beyond that, the rest of the tank's looking good to me. All right guys, well, after lots of trial and error, I was finally able to remove this bad boy, which, I mean, holy cow, that looks filthy. Yeah, absolutely disgusting. Definitely gonna give this a wash. We have a new clutch cable to install, and yeah, man, that is just something else. Holy cow. That's caked. All right, I'm gonna take a few minutes to clean this up. Okay, so got this cleaned out a good bit. That's our new clutch cable. I think we are perfect actually. There's no tension, full time, but you engage pretty much immediately on that clutch, so should be what we want. I'm gonna try and bend this back into decent shape. Give me a second. Actually, no, that helped. Okay, cool. That's good. Let's get this back on. Should be a 10. If it'll go. Come on, you son of a gun. Am I getting anywhere? Or am I just spinning in one spot? I don't think I'm making any progress. No, I'm definitely not. That's not good. Oh, come on. Really? What is going on here? Okay, that's not right. Let's see. Well, what in the heck is going on? Oh, good. Looks like I shredded that. That's solid. Luckily it's just a 10mm, so not that hard to replace, but kind of annoying. It's not what you want to do. Don't do that. I mean, that's about as clean of oil as you can ask for right there. It smells, but it's real clean. So somebody probably changed it a long time ago and then never rode the bike. All right, we got some fresh 10W30 going down the hatch. Takes 600 cc's of it. Sweet. Okay guys, here's where we're at with the bike for the time being, for the day. We've got clutch cable installed, front brakes, semi-functional. I just need the brake adjuster bolt on the front. We're gonna put some gas in the tank. The tank's been prepped for paint. bummer. All right, well, today's not the day. Okay guys, just ran a compression test showing 125 PSI. Now I need to go look up what a good number is. I'm not really sure, but I did notice that after about my 5th kick, it's blowing pressure out of this old compressor release. So maybe I need to get rid of that because I'm losing too much compression there. And that's causing my starting issues. We'll see though. Oh, there you go. That's the issue. Slide's stuck again. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So that's the issue we got going on. Our slide's getting stuck. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Another update for you. We are pulling the back wheel off. Got new spring adjusters for rear brake. We're gonna be putting new brake shoes in, making sure everything looks okay in there. Should be pretty straightforward. And yeah, readjusting the cable tighteners once we install everything back up. So let's make quick work of this. So rear did not look nearly as bad as the front, which makes sense because the only reason the front was so bad is because of the speedometer cable leaking. Not even that much brake dust in here. Probably didn't even need to replace these pads, but can't hurt. Put a little brake clean in here and call her good. All right, y'all, there it is, the proper brake pads put on. So I'm just gonna pop that tire on and then get everything buttoned up again. Okay guys, here's my Genius paint stand. We are ready for paint. Giving it a full 3 coats of that mandarin orange. We're gonna see what it looks like after that. All right, I'm a little worried about our color here, but I'm hoping that the clear is what brings out that real bright orange. You can kind of see it once it's in the light a little better. Okay, well, as I said, I'm no professional. We've got 3 coats of clear on. It's looking decent. We have a few runs, but we will be going through wet sanding it multiple times and then polishing. So that's our color right now with our clear on there. Okay, so here we have tank the next day. Looks pretty nice. Actually really not that bad of a finish for that clear coat. Still going to wet sand it and polish. Okay, so I just did my wet sand, knocked down a lot of that orange peel, and now we're gonna hopefully polish the rest of it off with some compound and a little buffing wheel. So I'll report back in a few minutes with that progress. Okay, so you can see transition from unfinished to finished over in this region. It's cutting out a good bit of that peel. You can see the peel in here in the reflection. Here it's not as bad, it's still there, but it's getting there. All right, there you have it. She ain't perfect, but I'd say for a garage paint job, that is decent enough for me. Okay guys, paint is going on. Not trying to make it perfect, but just trying to clean it up. There were a lot of nicks. Did the best I could with what I got. We got oil can looking actually really solid now. All right, clear coat's done. we are pretty much ready to go for polishing. Once this all dries up, we'll give it a good 24 hours to cure up with the clear on there. Honestly, I might not even polish this side. This looks awesome. This came out super well. See how it looks once I take off all the tape and stuff, how much overspray we got, but really happy with how it looks from this direction. And you can see the color match is going to be bang on. Okay, so here we have final oil tank, repainted, re-decaled. It's not perfect, as you can see, but it's pretty decent, and it's gonna look nice from a distance, which is all that really matters. So now, time to get this bad boy back on. We also have makeshift air filter in there, cut up sponge, which should do the job for the time being until it gets wet. We've got the battery charged up. We'll throw it back in, throw a couple of zip ties on that, get it locked in place, throw some oil back in the oil tank. We've got some new bolts to throw up in here to make sure that we don't lose this cover. And then we should be good to take her for a spin. As you can see, the headlight is now fully assembled, which actually turned out really cool, really nice. So very excited about that. But yeah, overall, she ain't too ugly. Okay guys, that's a wrap. 1972 Yamaha AT2 125 with the electric start. We've gone through this bike front to back. Start at the very front, we put new brake pads in, new front brake cable. We cleaned that area really well because it was disgusting. We painted our forks here, painted the headlight. Headlight still works, so didn't have to do anything there. We put in a new rear brake switch. We put in new levers for clutch and brake. We put in the new brake cable, new clutch cable, readjusted the compressor plug cable. We've got all of our lights working. We have electric start working. Throttle controls work for the oil pump. We went through the oil pump system. We painted the oil tank. We painted the gas tank, shined up the chromes in areas that we could, went through, fixed up where the clutch cable connects inside of the box here. We rebent out our shift lever, put new pegs on, fixed up the kickstand, changed out our two-stroke oil and reprimed the system there. We've got fresh gas in. We adjusted our kickstart lever here. We went through, put passenger pegs on the rear end. We went through the back of the seat here and made sure that everything was working with this little bracket. We also went in and we added some bolts to make sure that this was properly attached, added a new battery, shined up the rack a little bit, added a brake light assembly, found the entire assembly as well as a lens separate that fit, got our brake light working, and then we also went through and we did rear brakes and adjusted the rear brakes and adjusted the cable. So, I mean, seriously, a front to back restoration job here. Oh, also the airbox. We found a new airbox and airbox cover that is now working quite well. So all in all, a lot of time put into this build, but it's been a fun one. It's pretty much complete at this point. Last thing it would need would be proper front fender and I guess a new back tire, but that's about all it needs. It's got the new brake adjuster cables on the back too, so when you hit the rear brakes, that's working properly. All in all, a super fun build, and yeah, glad that we were able to get this one back to working status. It's a pretty sweet bike. And yeah, I guess the only other tricky part is getting our carb here to function the way that we want it to. It's a little finicky right now. It needs a proper tune. I'm not exactly sure what the air screw value should be set at, but let's go ahead and see if she'll run for us. Heck yeah. That's a wrap for the build. Thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you on the next one. Peace.